we, the crew members, the people behind the camera, we are like the least appreciated, and some of us are the least paid. But I'm in it for the passion because I love editing.
I think in Nollywood, first of all, people didn't appreciate the value of the makeup and art department. They just thought it was to bring actors on set and roll the camera, and that was the end of the film. But in the last few years, there's a lot of new directors that have come that want their work to be able to be shown around the whole world. If you want a quality piece of work that can be taken anywhere around the world, you also have to consider the makeup, costume, and art department. So makeup artists as well, especially in this industry, people didn't really feel that makeup was for film and TV was what they wanted to do. They'd rather do makeup for bridal instead, because it wasn't a very profitable, you won't get paid as much to do a film as you would to do a wedding. But nowadays people are getting more into it, and I think also getting your hands on the right products, because before you had to just make do with what was available locally, but now we're bringing in a lot of products to make that job a lot easier, to make the work look better at the end of the day. But we're on a rise.
All you need to come to Pt.3. See you, Mr. Buckner, take 2. See you, Farida, take 2.
While both the cast and crew have their different roles in filmmaking, a good synergy between these two groups of the same community is important for the best outcome.
For me, it's everybody's film. So a lot of time I always like to know what they think of the character, their understanding of the character. And sometimes when we're filming, I throw it open. I don't even just throw it open to the actors. Sometimes I even throw it open to the crew, the director of photography, the art director, and we rub minds and we take a decision. You know, so that is how it should be done. But sometimes the director will have his vision in some areas, and that to a large extent I always hold on to, because these are things I consume even before the entire idea was finalized.
This interaction may have been one of the factors that encouraged some of those who perform in front of the camera to seek behind the scene actions.
I've been working professionally as a casting director for about 3 years. And my duty is to bring alive the director's vision. Being in front of the camera is more tasking for me. It's a lot of work. It's more intense for me. It's very technical. Like I can't combine. When I'm working in front of the camera, I have to focus because the camera is very jealous. And if you cheat on the camera will show you up. You have to give your all. So yes, but I love making things happen. So when I'm behind the camera, like I look today, no makeup, no, just work. So yeah, I love both.
For some others, staying behind the scene is what they are cut out for.
I'm a cinematographer, and that's all I want to do for now. Interestingly, I've had offers recently to direct films. I've turned them down because I just want to do what I love doing, and that's probably maybe someday I'll direct my own films, but not now.
I've always loved to be someone that stays behind and make things happen in the front. I love people to see results and they don't know who is behind it. Sometimes I love freedom. I love just walking on the street and stay by a bolly seller and buy my bolly and eat my bolly on the streets. But if I'm a Genevieve, I might not be able to do that. And my happiest moment is when I'm part of any success story. No matter how small it is. For me, every project is like a baby.
Well, good enough. There are award ceremony for those who work behind the scenes now, so there's really no issues. But yeah, sometimes people feel all that hard work and you don't get noticed. What's the matter and all of that. But I guess if you like what you do, you don't complain. For me, I like what I do. To stand in front of the camera is a big deal. I've done it before, and I think I'm better off behind it.
Take it again. You take your line. The shot is too wide.
That's the beauty of the industry, right? The person, you know, for the audience, they grow an attachment to the actors and the actresses that they love, and that's why we come to watch the stories. So the director and everybody behind the scenes understands that. The same way the actors understand that you can't have one without the other. You know, it's a team Like I say, it's a team effort. And for the audience, I mean, that's what I like. I like the idea that the audience get to see the actors and actresses that they like. And if I've played a small part in doing that, that's cool.
While the filmmakers behind the cameras can make do with more recognitions and rewards for their efforts, they are happy with how far they have come.
So far, this is an industry that's practically, we've gotten to win within Africa. I have won within Africa. But I want to seize this opportunity to say also that we have also won outside Africa. We have won internationally. We've won British version of Oscar, which is BAFTA.
With Nollywood films having large following in Africa and some other parts of the world, these movie makers look forward to better harnessing of the potentials in the industry.
A lot of production companies are coming up. A lot of distribution channels are opening up. So there is a lot of opportunities for our younger ones, for the elderly ones, for the old ones that have been in the industry, the old players, and the new players that are coming up into the industry. There is a lot of opportunities for everybody. I think Nigeria is getting to the point where the whole world is interested in what we're doing, and they really, really want to come in and see what we're doing. If you see, initially there were never Netflix here in Nigeria, or probably they don't accept Nigerian films except some exceptional ones. But now you can see they now come in and they've started accepting Nigerian films because the level of production too have changed. We've upped our game in Nigeria. The quality of pictures are beginning to increase. We still have challenges though with technicals. We still take our work to South Africa for sound. We still take our work to Europe and UK for sound. But it doesn't still mean that we don't have good people, good hands here. We just need to develop ourselves more. We need to keep developing ourselves as we go on, because I'm of the opinion that there's still a lot of opportunities here in Nigeria, and the industry is going to get better. It's going to get a real interesting as we move on.
The good thing about Nigerian movies is that it's a lot of hard work, and except you are in it, you do not really appreciate. We have lots of critics out there who say Nigerian movies are trash. Hollywood was not built in a day. It took a while, and I think we're getting there. Please appreciate us for every little effort that we have put into it. Nollywood is the second largest employer of labor in Nigeria presently. So please appreciate us. There are a lot of people working behind the scenes to make sure that you have an excellent and exciting moment with your family. We only have your attention for like 2 hours max. So just embrace us and love us for it. We will definitely try and bring up our game to make it a worthwhile experience. But for now, just accept us and go to the cinemas and watch our movies.
If you don't have any plan to see a movie this festive season, I hope you've been inspired to do so in order to encourage the filmmakers and also grow Nigeria's economy. Thank you so much for your time on Community Reports, and do have yourself a Merry Christmas. I am your Me Otaigo.